There we go. Okay, listening, thank you. Who am I waiting on? I'll have everyone's attention. Okay. We're going to do a guided inquiry on the Terracotta Warriors today because we've started a new dynasty this week. So we're going to do some research, individual research on the Terracotta Army from that dynasty. So what I've got is I've got whiteboards all around the room, some are double-sided, that have who, what, when, where, why and how written on them. 5 W's and H. We use this all through high school. We use this all the time. This is how we do research. Whenever we're doing something, we should always do the 5 W's and H. Okay, listening, thank you. We are recording. Shh, listening. What? Okay, so what you're going to do is, just like we did for our Himalayas task, we're going to think of some questions that we can ask surrounding these ideas. So why? Why were the Terracotta Warriors built? Why were they placed where they were placed? We need some why questions. We also need some when questions. When were they built? When were they put into the tomb? When were they discovered? We need some who questions. Who built them? Who were they built for? Who discovered them? Who owns them now? We need some how questions. We need some where questions. We need some why questions. Excellent. I can already hear some of you starting to think of some. So what we're going to do is I've got my whiteboard markers on the table over there, and I've got Miss McKinley's whiteboard markers here. You're going to write one of those questions up on the correct whiteboard, and then you're going to find someone else's question on the whiteboard, and you're going to answer it in your Chromebooks. So it's 2 parts. You're going to write a question on each of the whiteboards, who, what, when, where, why, and how question about the Terracotta Warriors on each of the whiteboards. Then you're going to grab your Chromebook and you're going to find someone else's question. You're going to answer it in your Chromebook. Jack. You're into an exhibition in Sydney. That's excellent. I'm going to try and find some information on the exhibition, see if we can get some photos and really cool stuff. I'm not taking you. So we've got 2 parts. We need to think of some questions to write on the board and then write them up on the board. And then we have to grab our Chromebooks and answer someone else's question in our Chromebooks. So we should be writing 5 questions and we should be answering 5 questions. Depending on how we go, I might even make it more than 5. I might make you do 2 of each. 2 questions of each. Okay. Do I have any questions? Oh, yep. Shh. I'll just wait for everyone's full attention. I'm not impressed. Yes? Do we do a presentation? No, you just have to do a Google Doc with the question and the answer at the moment. Flynn? Yes, we should be writing our name under the question we write. That way, if I get any silly answers, I'll know who to come looking for. There are 60 people in this room. The chances that you can get away with writing a silly answer on a whiteboard and no one's seeing you are very, very slim. Is it to do with this task?
Yes.
What's the question?
Are they hollow?
Are they hollow?
Yes.
How are they made? Could come into that. That's a good question. It's a really good question. How are they made might be a good question to put that under.
Are they made / are they hollow?
Sure. Okay, now I understand that there might be some double up on questions and that's totally fine. Was that your question, girls? Yeah. Yep. I don't expect 60 questions of each. But I don't want to see the same 3 questions written over and over and over again. I want you to think outside the box. I'll be most impressed by people that can come up with their own questions. Now, we are moving around the room, so I expect you to be sensible, I expect you to be quiet, and I expect you to be on task. I do not want to find people playing games like I did when I did the Himalayas task that was very similar to this. Other thing, these whiteboard markers are Miss McKinley's and my personal property. I do not want destroyed whiteboard markers. I want leads to remain on whiteboard markers at all times. There are not enough whiteboard markers for everyone in the room, so you need to share them responsibly and nicely around the room. Okay, off we go. There we go.